Hi, my name is Frankfurt, Delaware, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mandy. So every few years there's movies that like stick out in your head, right? Mandy is a movie that has haunted me. I watched this for a podcast I do called Binge Watchers 3 weeks ago, and we did a review on it, and this movie is still in my mind. That's a sign of a good movie. This movie is very disturbing, just to give you a heads up, so if you're not into that type of stuff, do not watch this movie. At the same point, this movie is so scary and so beautiful at the same time that it's been in my mind constantly, and I have to review it. Also, I want to talk about the score to this movie. The guy who did Sicario, this guy, which was one of my favorite scores a few years ago, he did this one too, and it is freaking gorgeous. Rest in peace. I found out he just died. And I'm going to be playing that throughout this review, by the way. So the first time I tried watching this, I actually fell asleep. It's just pretty much setting up the characters, and it's just showing their love and their relationship and where they live, and it just moves at a slow pace, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm liking this movie so far. And then there comes a scene, crazy people drive by Mandy, and they see her, and this cult leader falls in love with her. And this cult leader is scary as hell. So this cult leader becomes obsessed with her, and he ends up finding out where she lives and goes to her house and tries to seduce her like he does all the other people in his cult. And she doesn't embrace it. She actually laughs at him. And touche to this actor. I'm going to go into spoilers. Spoiler alert. So Mandy is a concept you've seen hundreds of times. You've seen it in The Crow. You've seen it in Death Wish, right? Someone gets killed, and then someone has to get revenge. We've seen this basic plot so many times, but this director does it so differently and so beautifully that you feel like you haven't seen it before. I mean, it's gorgeous the way this guy does it. These crazy bikers find out where Mandy lives, and they come in and they fuck shit up. So these crazy cult leaders come in and they find where Mandy is, take out Nicolas Cage, and this guy is trying to seduce Mandy, right? And he literally gets butt naked. I was like, dude, mad credit, dude. You're pulling your full out. Like, look at this. He literally is pulling out his penis for this scene. He's trying to seduce her. Like, every one of these cult people around him are like falling for what he does, but Mandy is not. And there's this really cool scene where like it's straight on like this, like that. And there's this blending that I've never seen before. And by the way, the lighting, everything is just gorgeous in this movie. Mandy's not having it, and he gets pissed off. And this villain is freaking scary as hell.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And then he just gets pissed off, and then, unfortunately, this is the most intense scene in the movie. Like I said, spoiler alerts. Nicolas Cage is locked up like this, chained up, and he watches Mandy, his lady, burn to a crisp, and you see like the sleeping bag, you see her moving, you see the torture in the scene, and you see Nicolas Cage's expression. Like, Nicolas Cage's performance in this is incredible. Like, this is Nicolas Cage Oscar-worthy performance. Like, he is amazing in this movie. The pain, the tension, everything he feels, like, damn, dude, this scene effed with me. Everything about this movie fucks with me. Why am I holding back? I just say fuck with me. It fucks with me. Anyways, the cult leaders leave. They drive away. Nicolas Cage's character is tied up, gets out, and then goes inside. He literally takes a bottle of liquor and just starts chugging it. Like, just chugging it like a badass guy. After this intense scene, he's just chugging alcohol like no other. Like, he needs to get so jacked up because he knows what he has to do. Like all the movies before I talked about, The Crow, Death Wish, he has to get revenge on these people. And he does in a way that is new and refreshing. Like, we've seen this story 20 times, but the way they do it in this movie is freaking awesome. he's getting trashed. He starts to get all his tools ready, and he meets up with Bill Duke. Bill Duke from Predator, Car Wash, and Commando. Like, we're talking about that Bill Duke. Badass Bill Duke. And this is one of the coolest cameos. Like,
so what you gonna do with that thing?
I'm going hunting.
So what you hunting?
It's crazy evil.
literally Nicolas Cage's character creates a weapon to take on these guys. And there's this awesome, badass scene that he's creating this weapon like this movie. I've seen this 20 times, but I have not seen it like this. This director, dude, touche, you are a badass. So he's ready, right? He created his weapon. So he goes after the bad guys. And then he already gets taken out like that. Like, literally he takes on someone, and then he's back in these, like, Cenobite slash biker guys' house, and he's tied up again. He's already tied up again. He really didn't get much action done, right? But he breaks free. And this is awesome. He's like, I'm gonna take on these guys, and he does. This awesome action scenes in this house where he takes on a bunch of these characters. And by the way, these characters are crazy. They're fighting like crazy.
You're in my sight!
And then he starts to do coke, but he takes on, he starts to drink this thing, and I'm assuming this is what gives these creatures like this crazy power, right? This movie's crazy. Nicolas Cage takes out those guys, and then he finally has to go and take on the guys who took on Mandy, right? This movie is gorgeous. I've never seen anything like it. The visual style is incredible. There's lighting techniques in this movie that I've never seen. There's, whenever a character's like driving in a car, right? They must have put like some really crazy red lights behind the car to expose all the trees behind it, because I've never seen a movie that has exposed trees so beautifully behind as it drives. There's like, why didn't I think of that? There's just so much beautiful cinematography and style and uniqueness that I've never seen. Nicolas Cage's performance is beautiful. The girl who plays Mandy, gorgeous, beautiful. And the villain, holy cow, the cult leader. This guy, damn, like probably one of my top 20 villains of all time. Overall, Mandy is something like you've never seen before. I watched this movie 3 weeks ago. It's been in my mind. Watched it again last night, and I gotta tell you, Mandy, man, you jacked with me. I would give Mandy 5 out of 5 Mandys. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully there's more movies like Mandy out there that I haven't seen that I can't wait to review. Also, one more thing, spoiler alert. I thought the end was just gorgeous. There's a scene where after Nicolas Cage has taken out every character, right? He's taken out everyone, he's got his justice, and he's driving in this car, and we got the beautiful red light that I was talking about earlier, and he literally looks at Mandy, or Envision, or whatever it is. He's looking at her. He just does this crazy smile, and it is a beautiful scene.